and welcome everybody to
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
2016. Once again, a pleasure being here today. We have a lot of stuff to go through in terms of relevant information, some more about the qualification period, and even some testimonials about what Diamond Club can do for you and how it can transform not only your business and your life, but help in terms of others and making a difference there as well. But firstly, what I would like to do is start off by going through our agenda. So today we do have an amazing guest speaker, Molly Dayton. So thank you and welcome, Molly, for attending this call with us today. I'm going to touch base on the Facebook page, which we will be launching again for this year, and also about how Diamond Club will transform your business. So some examples of how they have and why they have, before we go into those qualification requirements again, and then the application deadline. So without further ado, Molly Dayton, for those of you who don't know, is a Blue Diamond in the US. She's a 2-time Diamond Club participant and a grand prize winner. She has teams all over the world, so we could even consider her a global wellness advocate to a certain degree. Not just here in Australia, but Mexico, the US, name a country, and I'm sure she's reached out to them or been a part of their market, no doubt about it. She has an absolutely fantastic energy and is a huge supporter of Diamond Club, basically because she knows how it can transform businesses. She knows this because it transformed her business and it had a huge impact. And not only that, we actually got her out here on our first Diamond Club, the first time that we'd opened this initiative to the market, to Australia. And she came out and travelled around and spoke about it and her experiences. And it's really valuable. So I'm going to hand you over and really, I guess, provide you with her, or she's going to provide you with information in terms of what works, what doesn't work, or just, you know, I guess some feedback on her perspective. So Molly, thank you so much for being with us today. If you can just say a few words, that would be fantastic. Are you there, Molly? Alrighty, I don't seem to have Molly online at the moment, so I will wait a little bit longer. Maybe she'll just pop up a bit soon. She is logging in off-site from overseas, so hopefully she is there. I did see her pop up on the screen before, so we'll just wait a little bit longer and hopefully she comes back to us. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll just touch base with the Facebook page. So in terms of our Facebook page, oh, I've got her back up again, I think. Molly, are you there? Molly, are you there? Are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we can. Thank you. I was a bit worried there. We lost you for a second.
I was talking and you couldn't hear me, so I'm so sorry.
No worries at all. We just did the introduction, basically, I guess, mentioning how amazing you are and how you have so much input and valuable information about Diamond Club. So did you want to, I guess, fill us in on some information that you've got to provide?
Yes. So, like you said, I've done Diamond Club twice. I won one of the times, and I call myself a Diamond Club junkie. And I actually sort of did it 3 times. The 3rd time, I just made up my own little Diamond Club and followed along with Diamond Club rules because, I mean, literally just a couple weeks ago, I was strategizing with my husband, trying to figure out my game plan to go presidential, and I said to my husband, I'm like, you know what, I just wish I could go back to the days of Diamond Club. Like, just go and roll people and talk about the oils. You know, I just love Diamond Club so much. So I really firmly believe in Diamond Club. If you want to excel your business, if you want to take it to the fast track, and if you want to rank in doTERRA probably the best thing you can do for yourself and your team is to do Diamond Club. Honestly, sometimes, like when I've stopped doing Diamond Club when it's over, I say all the time, I don't even know how to do doTERRA without doing Diamond Club. You know, it's just you have to be a good multitasker, and you have to be organized, and it just, I just love it. I just love it. So if you have outside areas from your hometown, to be honest, you'd be sort of ridiculous not to do it, okay? Just because you can capitalize on your upline and corporate helping you pay to expand your business. So there's that side where everyone globally that I know of is on a budget, right? And so you can capitalize as you work hard. You know, your upline and corporate gets behind you and helps pay for it, but yet not only that, listen, that is where you establish friendships and loyalty and trust with your leaders. So when you go and do Diamond Club, like I would stay at people's homes, I'm with them 24/7, we're booking meetings, we both experience when people don't show up for their meetings, you know, and we just turn it into a training, and that's where you really cultivate these levels of trust and friendships. And so you got to think, you're going to, you know, these people that you're doing Diamond Club with, you're going to be friends with them forever, right? And so it's not just a business relationship. It goes deeper than that. And so I just love it. So when you know, if I'm done with Diamond Club after 4 months, and I have I only concentrate on 2 outside areas, and if I'm going to them both at least once a month, I want them at the end to be able to say to me, okay, Molly, we've got this. And I have turned these little builders into a lot stronger builders with a lot of confidence, and just created such a great team effort. And, you know, I've seen builders turn into leaders during Diamond Club, and that's what we want. Right? And so it's not just about the enrollments. You know, we need our enrollments, we need those technical rules, we need so many enrollments per month, but really Diamond Club is setting the foundation for your business for life. Because if you think of Diamond Club, it's just, I don't know, that's how I feel Diamond Club is. You know, it's just setting you up for success along the way.
That's absolutely amazing, Molly. Thank you. I think, yeah, some really key things that you touched on that I guess even resonated in terms of leadership, and that we, you know, really admire and respect, is about, yeah, the fast track of the business and the rank advancements are awesome, as with the enrollments, but it's about the foundational side of things, and the friendship and the loyalty and the trust that you mentioned. Those relationships will stick with you and be with you for a very long time.
Right.
It is taking it to that next level, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I've realized the higher up I rank, you realize the depth of your business, and you realize how you are really changing the lives of people, not only physically but also financially. And I just feel that my team is rock solid, because as they go through hard times, they can talk to me, because we have these friendships and these levels of trust, and we're doing it as a team. So it's not just about me. That's what I tell people, like, as I train my team. So if Sally decides to do Diamond Club, her frontline leaders are so lucky, because they're going to be doing Diamond Club with Sally. And so, yeah, as, you know, as Sally rank advances, her leaders rank advance. So it's not just a one-man show, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work as a one-man show. It's a team effort.
Yeah. And it's that domino effect and that rule of duplication, like everything starts filtering down.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Molly. That was fantastic. It was, yeah, exactly in line, I guess, with what we wanted to hear, I guess, in terms of the outcomes as well, and about the effort and the culture and the relationships. Thank you so much for being a part of this call with us.
Thank you so much.
No worries. We'll keep you updated on how Australia goes. It's going to be an amazing year for us.
Well, you know what? I just started a group in Perth, as you guys call it. So I've got a little group starting over there, so I'll be there next year.
Oh, wow. Yay. That's awesome. You'll have to come along to the events. We've got lots of Diamond Club events coming out there as well. We'll be doing a corporate tour, which is they will be Diamond Club events as well, considered that.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, I'll be there in Perth.
Oh, brilliant. Love the accent. It's sounding awesome.
Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Thanks, Molly. Have a great evening.
You too. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty, so that was Molly, and again, just reiterating what she said, it's really about, building leaders and cultivating relationships and those foundations that are going to be able to carry you through your doTERRA journey. It's about the community feel that we have, and it's about being part of a team and doing things together. So when you do Diamond Club, I feel that you kind of let others know that this is what's happening, and everyone does jump on board, and everyone has that understanding, and even though it does go for that 3 or 4 months, we're all on the same page in terms of reaching out and connecting with others in the area too. It's an exciting time, I think she's just nailed it in terms of explaining, other layers of what it could mean to participate. So in terms of the Facebook page, this is another forum where we do invite everybody to communicate and connect. Everybody will be running around a little bit, doing events, face-to-face calls, follow-ups, looking after teams, looking after existing teams that you already have as well, and obviously setting those foundational bricks there. So when we have the Facebook page, it's a little bit more of a page that we would like everybody to, get involved with, because you will all have, questions or feedback that may be able to help the next person along, something that has worked for you, and mainly about the positive things or the aspects about Diamond Club. So maybe you've done something extra that has helped your team or your leaders in a certain area, and that would be something awesome to share with other Diamond Club participants that are naturally experiencing a very similar thing, and how much the promotions are working or the incentives are working. I know last year we had our incentives and our promotions kind of set up beforehand, as we do this year. We've got everything listed on the website, but because of feedback that we were receiving through both the Facebook page and through leaders, we were able to make sure that there was more out there in terms of implementing more incentives, like maybe if there's this many enrollments this month, that's going to encourage people, or if you're at the top of an enrollment chart per month as opposed to instead of the whole competition. And little competitions along the way, that may help or that may benefit or that may be able to support you in a way that isn't already being done, then this, again, is probably the forum to do so. It also allows you to link in with the other participants that are going through the same thing at the same time, sharing photos, sharing videos, sharing feedback or forms, or being able to answer questions that maybe sometimes we're not, because we're trying to be there as much as we can, but we don't have the, direct impact in terms of what's happening as you do as wellness advocates at each event or with each person. So sometimes it's awesome to get feedback in certain situations. We do, like I said, encourage them to be positive posts or positive responses. Logan and myself will be the administration for this page, and what we do is we link in everybody that has become a participant. So as we start receiving the application forms, we will be reading through them, and we'll be adding you to the Facebook page if you haven't already been added. For those of you who participated last year, this will be, a closed group as such, and we like to keep it that way just so everybody can connect in that way as we're going through the competition at the same level. And we will obviously have events, like I mentioned before, throughout the year. So we released our, to some of our leaders, we released our Get to Know doTERRA events via email, keeping in mind that these events for next year are somewhat tentative, but we will be hitting every single state, or not hitting every state, but reaching out to every state throughout Diamond Club. So we will be in Western Australia in March, we will be in Queensland and South Australia in April, we will be in Melbourne or Victoria and Tasmania, I think in May, so and New South Wales as well. So every state will be covered throughout Diamond Club, and while we cover or have events in each of these states, they will be considered Diamond Club events, which means if you attend and if you enroll people, you can consider them as Diamond Club enrollments. So we haven't done that before, which is something that we're really excited about. Obviously, the promotions will be there as well, and you can, I guess, have that knowledge that there is some kind of support in terms of events that you may not otherwise have. We also use this Facebook page, coming back to that, to release the important information, I guess. So whether that is an event coming up or whether that is a new promotion or a new incentive, we do invite you to check this page daily. If you haven't got access to Facebook, we really encourage you to sign up, even if it's just to be a part of this Facebook page as well. We send as much correspondence as possible, but this will be the key area of communication for now. So I think that I have spoken or introduced quite a bit now, so I'm going to hand you over to the amazing Logan, who will be, I guess, continuing on with some of the testimonials and the importance and what it means for Diamond Club in terms of transforming your business. Are you there, Logan?
Yes, I am. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go off of kind of what Molly was talking about and how doTERRA Diamond Club can change and transform your business in a positive way. She mentioned a lot of different things, and we have a bunch of feedback from people that have participated in the past that have given us information on how it has transformed their businesses to kind of show you guys what can happen to your business in the future as you go through Diamond Club this next year. There are going to be some tough times, but you got to remember that there are going to be some positive things that are going to come out of this. A lot of relationships and business information, all of the commissions and team building exercises that you guys are going to have is going to be amazing. The experiences you're going to take in this next year. So let's go ahead and take a look at this slide we have here about what one of our wellness advocates said during Diamond Club in the past. They mentioned that our business was transformed in a way that took us from dabbling with oils to stepping up to become an ambassador for health and wellness. It opened my eyes to how we could have a business. I felt like a drug rep, but with a higher purpose, to enable health and well-being to be sourced by all, to bring empowerment back to families. And a lot of people are building their business around their families. They've not started the business yet, but they've been using it within their families and with their extended families and friends and their communities, and they've then realized that they can build a business from it, and it can transform their life as a business. And then going through Diamond Club, it will transform their business into something even greater, which is really, truly amazing. And that's what we want to see in this next year with Diamond Club, to see that everyone can transform their business in a very positive way. We'll go ahead and go on to that next slide with a couple other quotes that we have from our wellness advocates in the past. Diamond Club created enormous growth in certain teams in my business. And depending on what teams and areas you choose to focus on and build those relationships and build those leaders with, those areas are where you're going to see that enormous growth, as this wellness advocate has mentioned. Let's go on to that next one. It says, it gave my business momentum that I had never had before. My volume, I think, almost doubled. So just to give you an idea, to qualify as a premier, you need to have the 5,000 organizational volume. If they're doubling that through Diamond Club, that's going to come out to be over 10,000 organizational volume, and they're going to be able to have even more qualified legs to be able to rank up from others helping them build their business, and they're going to have those legs ranking up so that they can qualify as well. Let's go on. They said, my earnings more than doubled. I have a lot more energy, motivation, and inspiration in my team than ever before. My ranking goals are no longer dreams but realities that I can see happening in my very near future. So as you guys set your goals and know what you want to do throughout Diamond Club, and as you work very hard with your teams in order to complete those goals through your plans of action, you'll be able to see those goals and dreams get closer and closer. And I've even heard stories of people having their goals that they wanted to reach by the end of Diamond Club, and they had already reached them by the end of the first month of Diamond Club, and they had to set new and a lot higher goals to reach by the end of Diamond Club. And it's truly amazing what can happen to your business through Diamond Club. All right.
Thanks, Logan. And I'll go through another testimonial. Again, about how Diamond Club can transform your business. This one basically says Diamond Club, or this was somebody who was greatly impacted in terms of being able to connect and feeling like they were part of, I guess, the journey again. Diamond Club has transformed my business in so many ways. It helped me to reach out to my Sydney team leader and get her on board with me to help grow her team and share the message of the oil to her network. By seeing me present every week, she has learned so much about the business and about conducting a class and one-on-one meetings. She hit Premier by the end of Diamond Club, which has solidified her belief in the company, the compensation plan, the product, and most importantly, in herself. I rank advanced twice. I more than doubled my monthly income and more than tripled my team members and almost quadrupled my organisational volume. Diamond Club truly transformed my business. I love that one because it is about that confidence as well. By getting out there, presenting every week, you are building personal skills. It's about that development stage as well, getting out there, doing things that you wouldn't usually do. And again, like Molly touched on and Logan's even touched on a couple of times about getting out there and presenting and doing those one-on-one meetings and conducting classes. And not only that, I guess it comes down to the belief in yourself and the belief that each and every one of you has in terms of your potential and what dreams you can achieve and how you can reach them. And hopefully this is the stepping stone that enables you to be able to reach those dreams or be a part of that dream with you.
Excellent. We'll go on to a couple more testimonials here that our wellness advocates have given us for how great Diamond Club is and how it has transformed their business. So another wellness advocate said, I increased in rank, tripled my income, most importantly gave me confidence that I could do this business. So a lot of people don't feel like they can go through it. Even Molly, when she talked about the Diamond Club last year on one of the webinars, she mentioned that she wasn't sure about building the business and didn't know what she was going to do, and then she just made the decision to go ahead and go through with it and gave herself a little bit of confidence. And then once she started building, she saw how amazing it was and how it transformed her business. So another wellness advocate said, I increased my overall volume, helped us to reach out further to recognize sharers and builders, and also to teach them about inviting and hosting classes. So throughout Diamond Club, you're going to be holding these meetings and your Diamond Club events through your members of your teams, and you're going to be probably starting out holding the meetings and being kind of the head of those, but hopefully towards the end of Diamond Club or towards the end of the month, after working with multiple team members multiple times, you're going to give them the confidence to be able to hold the classes themselves, to be able to host and invite everyone. That way they're really holding their own classes and you're just attending and helping them out and helping them enroll their members and counting them also as Diamond Club enrollments as you participate in those meetings with them. Another wellness advocate said, it created excitement and confidence in my team. It helped me see how much I can achieve. So as you go through those events and help teach your legs how to grow their business, and once they see how it's transforming your business little by little, it's going to give them confidence. It's going to help them want to grow their business and move forward with this. All right, and we're going to go ahead and go forward and just mention those qualification requirements in order to qualify for the Diamond Club this next year. So you would have to reach a premier rank within this month of December. You are going to need to personally enroll at least 3 wellness advocates in this month of December, and those enrollment orders need to be at least 100 PB. You need to have 10 wellness advocates within your organization that process 100 PV LRP order within this month of December. And as you can see there, 5 of those are going to be in your local area, so within 100 kilometers, and 5 of them need to be in an out-of-area focus location, so that's at least 100 kilometers from one's home. And that's kind of a tough one to reach, but do your best at getting those qualifications. Obviously, if you don't quite reach them, you can definitely still apply, but we'll be going through to make those exceptions later during the application process and a little later in January, and we'll let you all know. So do your best within this month of December to reach those, and we'll go ahead and see if we can make any exceptions in the future. Just wanted to let you guys know about the application deadline for the Diamond Club applications. That's going to be January 4th. That's a Monday, the first Monday there in January. Hopefully by the time I get into the office, everyone will already have them turned in over the weekend, but that's the date that we have set for right now. You can find that application form on the Diamond Club website under the Forms tab. And if you guys have any questions, definitely go ahead and email us. I'll have those resources towards the end of the webinar here. As soon as you reach the requirements, go ahead and fill those out and turn them in. The sooner you get them in, the better. That way we have them organized and ready to go for starting to accept all of the applicants. And we're also going to have a little bit more information about filling out those forms and turning them in next week on our webinar. And obviously our resources that we've mentioned in the past we want to keep you guys updated with is the website, doterradiamondclub.com/AU for our Australian market. That's going to have all the information necessary. If you guys have any questions or concerns, you can email me, diamondclubau@doterra.com. We're here to answer any questions that you have, any concerns at all. We're willing to work with you and answer the best we can.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for partaking again in this Diamond Club webinar. Again, I think that those qualification periods are probably the most important thing that you need to be mindful of. Everyone's going really, really, really well for December, so massive, I guess, congratulations so far on the way that volumes are really starting to get there. We've got a really good promotions on at the moment. Obviously, we've got our 200 PV frankincense, which is something that we encourage you to tap into because that's obviously going to get that volume up. In order to be a premier, you need to have that 5,000 overall volume. So that just means that you need to have your minimum ordering of 100 PV and that everybody in your organisation, so the combined team total needs to be 5,000 PV. We also need you to have 2 executive legs, which means 2 legs underneath you, your little walking legs, that will basically consist of 2,000 PV each. So say, for example, you've got 1 executive leg at the moment because we've hit the middle of the month. Hopefully everybody's put their order in to get the free product of the month. And now is the time that we really want to sit down and assess what do we need to do in the next 2 weeks to get that other executive leg up and running. What can we do in terms of those team members? Have we been able to get on the phone to them? Not only just wish them a Merry Christmas, obviously, or a happy holiday break, but to also see where they're looking or what they're thinking for the end of the year. Have we shared our goals? Have we let people in our teams know that we are wanting to participate in Diamond Club 2016? And if so, do they understand what the qualifications mean to us? Do they know that in order for me to qualify in Diamond Club, then I will need those 2 executive legs, and maybe that involves an event. So say I do an event with one of those executive legs, that will be awesome. I can bring my skills to the table and they can bring their skills to the table and see if there's any enrolments that night. Any enrolments, you would start considering where to place them. At this stage of the month, most of those enrolments I guess, will be aimed at those qualifying legs, but we always encourage you to speak with your upline and speak with your sponsors first. Get that support, figure out where they're sitting and what advice they can offer. More often than not, they have done Diamond Club already, so they know what works and what doesn't work. They will know what is required in order to prepare. They'll know what it means in terms of those enrollments or volume or extra orders that are going in, because people are wanting to share the Christmas spirit or the holiday season and get more gifts, I guess, as such. So it's about monitoring that volume, looking in your back offices and your virtual offices. If you look on your dashboard tab, you'll be able to see where you're actually sitting at the moment in terms of volume and rank. If you use that little drop-down menu on your dashboard, that's the best way to figure out what you need to get to Premier. Drop that down, see if you've clicked on Premier, and then once you do that, it will have little images of people that are able to show volume already. So they'll give you maybe a list of people that can help you qualify as Premier, or may have previously helped you qualify as Premier if you're already there. That dashboard tab is a really good tool to be using or be getting, I guess, exposed to at this stage. But if not, that's okay as well. I guess it's all about getting that momentum going and letting people know, yeah, you know, we're finishing off 2015 with a bang, and we're really going to be looking forward to 2016 and start planning those events as well. It's an exciting time of year. We always, as always, thank you for everything that you do. It's been a great year for doTERRA as a whole already, so I just wanted to add that in. And you know, to get this drive and have over 500 people register for this webinar alone, I think is a huge achievement. I think it's beautiful that everyone's listening in on this call and are able to be here now, so thank you. We actually won't be having a webinar next week because of a holiday break that we actually have in the office. Our Victoria or Melbourne office will be closed next week. We are moving location, so the last day to pick up any orders from our will call will be the 16th, which is tomorrow, and we will be having a break the following week, and then the following week after that we'll be looking at whether we put the webinar on or not, but we will definitely keep you posted as to the date of the next webinar. If not, it will be the first week in January when Logan arrives in Australia and we can kick off with a bang. But we will be able to provide you with that information in the email that we send out with this recording, so we can go from there. Once again, thank you for everything. We will speak to you again very soon. Bye for now.